Jam-packed power hour of news tonight. I'm Stephanie Hawkridge.
And I'm Steve Irvin. First at 6, two West Valley neighbors telling their story tonight after a bee attack. One of them a hero.
They were everywhere, and the only thing he could do was run.
That woman is allergic to bees, but when her Glendale neighbor was covered in them, she ran toward his screams. All of this happening yesterday near 51st Avenue in Peoria.
ABC 15's Cameron Pullum joins us now live. And Cameron, they have an incredible story to tell tonight.
Yeah, that's for sure. We're hoping not to have a similar story right now as we continue to see bees in this area and having to actually move our live shot away. But Steve Mullins says that he was in the midst of that attack when his neighbor who lives here across the street heard his cries for help. And in that moment, the fact that she was allergic to bees didn't stop her from taking action.
I guess when your number's up, it's up, but mine wasn't.
Just 24 hours ago, Steve Mullins was covered in Africanized bees, swarmed while cleaning his car outside his Glendale home.
I fell a couple times in the street trying to get away from and get to my pool in the backyard.
Hundreds of bees covered Mullins' body, stung more than 50 times.
I was scooping them out of my eyes.
As Mullins struggled to get to safety, his cries for help were heard by Tracy Todd, his neighbor.
I just ran to him, and I didn't see the bees at first.
Despite being allergic to their toxin, Todd knew Mullins was in trouble.
When I didn't hear him screaming anymore, I thought maybe he had got stung so many times that he was gone.
The 60-year-old went silent when he finally made it into his pool.
I actually was on my belly. I crawled in.
Todd says she was stung during the incident and ended up in the hospital, but says she would do it all over again, no questions asked.
I wasn't worrying about me being allergic. I just heard somebody needed help.
And the heartfelt sacrifice wasn't lost on Mullins, who's called this neighborhood home for 14 years.
We've always looked out for each other. Yeah, it's a nice feeling.
I'm sore, I'm shaking, but when I get a chance, I am going to go over there and give him a hug. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to help each other instead of being against each other.
Now that's neighborly love right there. Now firefighters were able to use a specialized foam to help calm those bees down. I'm happy to report both the homeowner as well as his neighbor are going to be just fine tonight, but they tell me that they will be on edge most likely the next couple of days when they see a flying insect around their head, and I don't blame them at all. In Glendale, I'm Cameron Pullum, ABC 15 Arizona.
An unbelievable neighbor. We're so glad everyone's okay. Cameron, thank you. So what do you do if you have Africanized bees at your home? First things first, call a beekeeper to remove them safely. But if you do decide to do it yourself, experts recommend wearing protective gear, and then during the evening, spray the hive or nest with Raid or something similar. Be sure to spray it again the following evening, and then that's when you're supposed to remove it. Meantime, local